Boxing, the outstanding manly sport, must not be confused with fighting. Fighting knows no rules, but boxing has a rigid code of conduct. Apart from being a good sport, boxing encourages agile minds and fit bodies. This part and this part only of the glove is used for hitting. Any other kind of blow will not score. It may even be a foul. Solid blows on this area score the points. No sportsman hits the back of the head or body. In fact, hitting the back of the neck or the small of the back is quite definitely a foul. Particularly vulnerable parts are the heart, the solar plexus or mark, and the chin, the point.
In the red corner, A black. In the blue corner, A white. Black, white. Second wave.
As to stance, relaxed and easy on both feet. Notice the left foot is forward, the left hand ready to shoot out, and the right guarding. The basis of successful boxing is the straight left. Now again in slow motion. Left toe well up to opponent's toe. The left is not drawn back but goes straight out. The punch is driven by the right leg and the hand may be turned over at the end of its travel. A most deadly weapon in a boxer's armory is the hook. This is a right hook. Note the hook shape of the arm. Left foot well up to opponent, punch driven in by the right leg and shoulder, and the wrist turned to present the big knuckles at the last moment. Beloved of little boys is the swing. It's rarely harmful because it's so easy to evade. If the opportunity occurs, however, turn the wrist at the end so that the big knuckles connect as for a hook. Successful blows create further openings. A left lead opens up for a right to the body here. The left causes white to raise his guard, so black, who reckoned on this, drives in the right. A blow that will often end a bout is the uppercut. The left foot is well up as always. The right is brought up to it so that the blow can be delivered with the full power of both legs to drive it. It needn't go far. An attack that never lets up is not only a good defense, but gives the other second plenty of hard work. Solid blows on the target pile up the points, of course, but they also wear the other fellow down. Preventing the other fellow scoring is its own reward, but don't forget, skilled defense earns points of itself.
Second wave.
There is more in defense than dodging being hit. At its best, it makes openings for attack, thus turning an opponent's attack into his downfall. A simple but very effective defense is sidestepping. It depends on anticipation and nimble feet. It catches an opponent off balance, giving excellent chances for counterpunching. The cross counter is a very useful defensive blow. On sensing a left lead coming, sway the head to the left so that the lead will just miss and hit with the right as straight as possible over the left to the point. The parries, such as the outside parry, ward off blows. Here the lead is pushed out and up by the right, leaving the left free to take the advantage that feet and width should make for it. Blocking is the simplest defense. It uses the gloves only. If only one hand is used for this static defense, the other is still available for counterpunching. The inside parry is sometimes preferred to the outside. It combines a slight sway to one side with deflecting the blow to the other, and gives openings for countering with a free hand. but the defense leaving both hands free is the best, such as slipping. It calls for anticipation, timing, and footwork. To slip to the right, after the lead has started, step forward bending slightly to the right. Both hands are now ready for punching, particularly the left. To slip to the left. Again, after the lead has started, step forward, bending slightly to the left. Again, both hands are available for countering. This time, the right is favored. Ducking avoids many a blow. Only a beginner does more than make the blow just miss. Deep ducking, below the belt that is a foul. Defense is mostly anticipation and nimble feet. Just keeping out of trouble scores no points, so defense must be offensive. It enables a boxer with little effort to make his opponents attack his downfall. Still, this is tactics and ringcraft, which can be considered in the last round.
Second away, third and last round.
In the first round, you should have tried out your best blows and counters and found out what your opponent least likes. Then, by the third round, you should have gained the mastery. Try and dominate the ring. Then your opponent does all the work. Tiring him slows his punching and footwork. His defense becomes inadequate. White, a bit tired, has left his guard low. He'd have been hit harder if Black hadn't been tired too. When breaking off from infighting or a clinch, keep well covered up with gloves and elbows. Guile and craftiness are the stuff of ringcraft. White is sensitive to Black's left to the head, so to open his defense, Black feints to the head and puts in a heavy left to the body instead. It is proverbially unpleasant to be driven into a corner, but it needn't be so bad. Just keep well covered up, and with practice, you can turn the tables. White covered up very skillfully, and Black gained no advantage. 40 footwork. Black crossed one foot behind the other. He was taken very well in the off-balance position. That was a well-fought bout between boys of contrasted styles. Black, pugnacious and forceful. White, more the scientific tactician.
Black is the winner.